What is up, everybody? J Nell here with my Bellator 142 preview / prediction video. Let's get into it. And if you haven't been paying attention to Bellator, you should. Now, coming up here on September 18th, real quick, I'm choosing Josh Thompson to win his debut against Mike Bronzoulis. I'm choosing Zach Makasa to beat Saulo Cavallari. And I'm choosing the ever-confident Paul Daly to beat Fernando Gonzalez. Now, on to this four-man tournament that we're all waiting for. I'm going to talk about Muhammad Luau, aka King Mo, against Linton Vassell first. Now, this fight has the potential to be the dud of the night, unfortunately. You have King Mo, who's a wrestler to a fault. He's highly decorated, Division I, All-American, the whole nine. Narrowly missed the Olympics, but he's loyal to his art form to a fault. Refuses to evolve. You're in mixed martial arts now. You're no longer in amateur wrestling. How about some punches? How about some Muay Thai? How about some submissions? How about something else? Now, Linton Vassell is a true mixed martial artist. Started training at 23, training in all facets: wrestling, jiu-jitsu, striking, Muay Thai, the whole nine. So he's very well-rounded, very big. He'll be bigger than King Mo, very muscular, which makes me question his cardio. I do believe King Mo will have better cardio than he does. He hits hard. I suggest you try to keep it in space because King Mo can be knocked out. Otherwise, King Mo will, who is the better wrestler, more technical, more fundamental, stronger, fundamentally stronger because of his training, the level of training he's been at his whole life. So he is the better wrestler. If it goes up against the fence with the dirty boxing, he will hold position and eventually take Vassell down and just hold position as the crowd boos because he's not doing anything else. So I am going to choose King Mo, but look, in Vassell, you can exploit his strengths, his refusal to evolve. You can be active off your back, and you can actually steal rounds from King Mo off your back. So look to take advantage now. Next up, and then semifinals here in this four-man tournament, the fight that might still fight of the night here, we have Emmanuel Newton versus the debut of Phil Davis, Mr. Wonderful, coming over from the UFC. Let's talk about Emmanuel Newton real quick. Former light heavyweight champion for Bellator, so he's looking to get right back there. Actually lost his belt to the champion fighting in the main event. So started with the wrestling first, not quite the level of Mr. Wonderful, but a good, strong wrestling base, and has really evolved with the stand-up game. He's very creative on his feet, spinning fists and back kicks and flying knees. He's very creative with his striking, and he's going to need to use all of that because Phil Davis is the superior grappler, not just the superior wrestler. First off, he's the superior wrestler, Division I All-American, all of those titles, amateur titles again, and he's coming from the UFC. So he's flat out fought a higher level of competition than Emmanuel Newton has. His wrestling, unlike King Mo, has evolved in the submission games. He's evolved in his striking. He's quicker. In the grappling, he will be quicker than Emmanuel. He will have better submissions than Emmanuel. His wrestling, his grappling will be cleaner than Emmanuel and more inventive than Emmanuel. So, Emmanuel, keep it on the feet. Otherwise, I am choosing Phil Davis. I do think he will win this first fight here. Now, main event, and we're all looking forward to this, the Bellator 205 light heavyweight champion Liam McGeary versus the Huntington Beach bad boy, Tito Ortiz, talking all that trash. Very exciting. 40-year-old Tito Ortiz with his second win here. He's healthy, has had a slew of surgeries, and yeah, let's see how this goes. So Liam McGeary, like Vassell, all-around, well-round mixed martial artist, started in his teens and kind of started training everything, wrestling, jiu-jitsu. He has his submissions are really coming along. He's submitted quite a few of his opponents and has knocked out quite a few of his opponents. He's a big 205er, strong 205er. He'll be faster than Tito, and his striking game is better than Tito's. I suggest you keep it on the feet, use your movement, use your footwork, combinations. If you do try to go for a actually, Liam, don't try to go for a takedown. Maybe you can dirty box him up against the fence, work some short elbows. You do have good elbows, but keep this on the feet. Keep this in space where you are stronger. Now, Tito Ortiz, of course, 40 years old. So what kind of shape is Tito Ortiz in? Not only is he 40, in fight years, he's like 50, okay? Neck injuries and surgeries, back injuries and surgeries. This man, his body has been through battles and wars. So what does Tito have left? Because honestly, Tito 10 years ago, I believe beats Liam McGeary. But now, I do have a question mark. So I'm going to take a risk and I'm going to say Tito's going to get this. I'm going to say he might be able to out-muscle him as far as up against the fence. And, of course, the wrestling game, if it goes to the mat, it is all Tito. But if Tito can get him up against that fence, he can win that dirty boxing. He has a lot more options if he's in close quarters with Liam. Push the pace, Tito. But again, if this goes all 5 rounds, it might actually favor Liam because he's just younger, better shape, better cardio, that whole 9. So I'm taking a risk by choosing Tito Ortiz. But I'm going to pick him. So let me know all of your picks. Let me know any injury updates, any fight changes last minute. By the way, I am submitting this video into TYT, the Young Turks. So, hey, my people, get on there like message boards and stuff and hit them up. Hound them. Get on them. And hi, TYT. Follow me on Facebook, Twitter, and Instagram, where I have exclusive 15-second prediction and recap videos. Subscribe on YouTube and talk to me. Talk to me. Take care. And bye.